Hey there, everybody. John Gale here. I'm right here, also known as John Sensei because I teach Japanese part time. But I'm coming to you today to talk about the 2020 Global Game Jam we are bringing to Nashville, Tennessee on January 31st through February 2nd. There's been a lot of activity, massive amount of activity and action within the past week that I want to share with you guys and also tell you how you can get involved. Well, first things first, and the most important thing to me is funding this event. And thankfully, we've got a lot of people who have come through on our GoFundMe campaign and contributed. We've got major sponsors coming in, we've got individual donors coming in, and we have raised right now $1,141. So, what I want to do is just take a moment to thank some of those sponsors. Returning again for 2020 is the Nashville Software School. You can get more information at nashvillesoftwareschool.com or follow on facebook.com/Nashville Software School and on Twitter at Nash Software. Nashville Software School is where you can discover your new career through hands-on project-based and team-based learning. Appreciate them coming back and contributing at the major sponsor level again in 2020. Also, it worked. We went to the Grand Old Game Room Expo. We had a great time, and they've been a great sponsor of the Global Game Jam for the past couple years, and coming back again in 2020, Grand Old Game Room Expo. If you missed it, November 8th through 10th this past year, you missed an amazing weekend of arcade games, pinball games, and my favorite, the Retro Gaming Room. Pay attention to grandoldexpo.com. That is the website, also on facebook.com/grandoldexpo and on Twitter at grandoldexpo to keep up to date with next year's information, usually around Veterans Day weekend, the single biggest gaming event in the state of Tennessee. Again, thankful to David and his support of the Global Game Jam again in 2020. And individual donors make a huge difference. Really, really do. Last year, individual donors raised the equivalent of a major sponsor, and so the donors have to thank this time our longtime leader of Nashville Game Developers itself, Christopher Cotton, who I took over for as organizer, and those were very big shoes to fill, and just so thankful for Christopher for continuing to support us and support this event. Also, John Saba, thank you for your donation. You came in at the sponsorship level. I've sent you an email. Do you want that sponsorship recognition? Just let me know. Also, an anonymous donor has come forward and contributed $5, which is what we're asking people to do. And it was great meeting this anonymous donor at the work meet the other day. Now, I cannot disclose the identity of the anonymous donor. Can't do that because we've also had a second anonymous donor come forward and actually contribute at the sponsorship level. So anonymous donor number 2 can't out their identity, but I've sent you an email if you want me to promote anything because you have donated at the sponsorship level. Just let me know. And for anyone else who would like to get a shout out, sponsor, contribute to this event, go to the GoFundMe page where right now we're sitting at $1,141, which I'm super relieved and excited about because that covers some of our major, most critical expenses and some of those that we've already spent the money for. For example, to get the deposit for Vanderbilt University's Engineering and Science Building, the Wondery, the space, our sponsor who helps us with that, we do have to pay for the venue a certain amount, and $437.50 was our deposit, which we've already paid. And as part of having this venue, we have to have event insurance, $127.14, already paid. Coming up is the remaining balance for the venue to paid to Vanderbilt Events. That is another $437.50. So if we total all these venue related critical expenses that we have to pay, $1,002.14, and we have raised that with the GoFundMe. Thank you all so much, because now that critical expense is taken care of. We do have other very important expenses coming up that I'm going to let you know about in a future video, but I want to make sure that you all also have the information for participating in the Global Game Jam. So the GoFundMe is still going on, still going strong. We still need that support. Get out there, make your donation or your sponsorship. At the very least, if you cannot do that, give it a share on Facebook, on Twitter. Let your friends, let your family, let your followers know that we are raising money for the 2020 Global Game Jam. GoFundMe keeps sending me the research that campaigns that just even get shared a lot like that on social media can raise 3 times as much money versus those that don't get shared. So if you can't contribute, I don't hate you for it. Just share the event. That's the very minimum I'm asking for. Please share the campaign. Now, how to get involved. I'll have all the links for these websites in the video description wherever you're watching this. Step 1, to participate in the Global Game Jam, go to our Eventbrite page and register. We need everyone who's going to be on site to register because you're agreeing to the terms and to the code of conduct. By registering on this site before January, I think 8th. I forgot the date. That's why I have it written down so I don't have to remember it. But go on there, get registered as soon as you can, and that'll guarantee a event t-shirt like the one I'm wearing from 2019. That'll guarantee an event t-shirt in your size if you register before January. If you register after January, you can still participate. If you show up the day of the event, yes, you still can participate. This early bird registration is just to guarantee your t-shirt size. And then there is a 2-step registration process. Eventbrite is how we're counting people and counting t-shirts and counting food for our event. The Global Game Jam itself is, of course, the big international coordinated event going on all over the world. And to host your project and your team's project, you also need to register on the Global Game Jam's website itself. Links in the description. And then pick that you are going to be a jammer at the Nashville site at the Wondery. So 2-step registration process. I'll have the links in the video description. A few reminders about what's coming up for Nashville game developers. We're participating in National Game Design Month for November, and as part of that, we are going to the Adventure Science Center coming up this weekend. It's actually Sunday. I misspoke in another video. It's Sunday, November 24th at the Adventure Science Center from 12 to 4 p.m. What happens, go to the Adventure Science Center, say you're with the Nashville game developers, and then you'll get a wristband for the Innovation Incubator space, and that'll give you access to the makerspace and the restrooms. And if you've got a game or something that you're working on, just pop open your laptop and let people observe you work on making a game for National Game Design Month. So again, that's coming up November the 24th. And then the very next day, we have our monthly meetup for November. This is going to be another demo day. I'm having the links to meetup.com and the event on Facebook where you can sign up for that. They'll have the link to sign up if you want to present something. Even if you don't have a project to present, come on out, check out what people in Nashville have been working on. Again, that's Monday, November 25th at the Film House in North Nashville, our new meetup location. I think that about covers it, guys. I think that about covers everything I wanted to go through in this video, but I'm going to be doing these videos on a regular basis as we get more sponsors and more people registered. So visit the GoFundMe, the Eventbrite, and the Global Game Jam site for how you can participate in the 2020 Global Game Jam happening January 31st through February 2nd. I'll see you in an upcoming video. Bye for now.